Cousins looking to put it up right away. A quick something to have.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling to make sure they get their game right. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Well, that's a good quarterback in an expected passing situation. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
First down, here's Cousins. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Cook fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Cook is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. 1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. To throw, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, this defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Cousins now. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Fortunately for him, if last week was any indication, they knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually put count last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to pick the guys on defense. They couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
That's good for 28 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The Bills at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. They run it again with Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. This ball complete to Rager. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Throwing, Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Bills take over first at their own 49-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
You got to know as a quarterback it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is where close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Cook again. Stiff-armed him. And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Cousins now to throw on first down. That's to Cook out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Back to it after the pick six. Cousins. Open man. He's got Jefferson across the formation. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Cousins on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing again on second down. Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, throw left side, complete. That's McKenzie. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Cousins. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Cousins gives way to Cook. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They try again with Cook. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
About a half-yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Cousins on the keeper, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings us up to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. Really nice gain of 25 yards.
And when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Room here to run. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Bass is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Singletary is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Again, it's Cook, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th. So he went on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame. It didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big body guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority.
Cousins. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Second and 8 coming up. Now Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Cousins. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. And that's now a half-dozen interceptions.
2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
Now Allen. And the defense loses him. It's complete. The 30. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 92 yards. And the Bills use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Cousins to throw. He's got Rager. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense